Hello, I'm Molly Harsh Burns, a 1967 graduate of Magnolia High School and a stockholder of Farmers Bank and Trust. We are thrilled that the elementary schools students are learning financial literacy concepts and skills by reading The Lemonade War. Becoming familiar with financial literacy at an early age is an asset and can lead students to be successful financially and economically.
I'm Molly's daughter, Elizabeth Burns Anderson, a 1996 Magnolia High School graduate, and I'm the executive director of the Farmers Bank Foundation and senior vice president of the bank.
Hey, my name's Chris Gosnell. I'm the chairman and CEO of Farmers Bank. I'm married to Rebecca Gosnell, or Rebecca Burns, who is an '01 graduate of Magnolia.
Today we're here to share with you our multi-generational family business, Farmers Bank and Trust. We now have our fifth generation family members and Magnolia graduates working at the bank. I am the great-granddaughter of the two founders of Farmers, T.S. Grayson and Robert Warnock Sr. My grandparents, Nina Grayson and Robert Warnock Jr., were both graduated from Magnolia schools, joined the business as well as their daughter, Mary Warnock Harsh, who was my mother and a 1939 Magnolia High School graduate.
Farmers Bank and Trust was founded by two of my great-great-grandfathers 117 years ago in 1906. Robert Samuel Warnock was an entrepreneur, and Samuel Grayson owned a sawmill and was an entrepreneur as well. They both saw a need in Columbia County to support farmers in their crops and help them create successful developments in the county. They had a vision to establish a community-focused bank in the heart of Magnolia with the very simple goal of helping their friends and neighbors find financial solutions for a lifetime. Out of that vision, Farmers Bank and Trust Company was chartered.
So Molly's grandfather, Bob Warnock Jr.'s time with the bank was more about stability than growth and expansion. That came later. He led the bank following World War II and the Great Depression. Molly's father, John Harsh, was a member of the board of directors. However, he was never an employee of Farmers Bank. My father-in-law and Molly's husband, Bob Burns, followed Bob Warnock Jr., and Bob joined the bank in 1980 and became CEO about 1983. He retired in 2021 but remains involved on the holding company level.
My grandmother, Nina, my mother, Mary, and also never worked at the bank. Our focus was and continues to be the community aspect of the business. Elizabeth and Rebecca worked at the bank in different capacities, but Elizabeth is currently the only full-time female employee related to our original founders. My son, Robert, a 1994 graduate, is employed at the bank, but behind the scenes.
When running a family business, communication must be a constant and information moving both ways. Running a business also takes hard work and several skill sets that must work in unison to become successful. The difficult part of having multi-generational family business is understanding that family members are not automatic employees. There can be some interesting conversations around the dinner table, but overall, everyone deserves to continue the vision but in place so long ago. While the family remains up to date on Farmers Bank's performance, they are largely hands-off, understanding we're all working together towards the same goal.
Maintaining the core values is the most important part about running a family business. The Farmers Bank and Trust core values were not written on paper until about the last decade, but they embody the history of our bank and steer us forward for our growth in the future. The world changes every day, but our core values and faith in God will not.
5 generations and over $2.5 billion in assets later, Farmers has expanded into communities across Arkansas, Texas, and Oklahoma. The vision may have grown, but the simple goal remains the same. In the future, Farmers plans to continue to grow into communities and pursue the mission, helping others find those financial solutions.
Will there be a sixth generation to join Farmers Bank? Chris, Rebecca, and I hope our children have an interest in the family business.
However, we also want the next generation to make their own pathway in life and be successful in whatever they choose to pursue.
Magnolia has been our home, and Farmers Bank calls Magnolia home for 117 years. It has been an honor to be a part of this community, and we will continue to have you be part of our family.